which he says is now crime-free.
The restaurants now are booming. People are going out to dinner where they didn't go out for years. And it's a safe city, and I just want to thank the National Guard. We loved working with the mayor and the chief.
But as his D.C. police intervention ends, federal agents can remain on patrol, and so will National Guard troops. Their deployment already extended through November. And the president says as soon as today he'll announce a crime crackdown in another city. He spoke outside a D.C. restaurant, and then inside, as he started to dine, he was met by protesters. Some called him Hitler, chanting "Free D.C., Free Palestine." The president did comment outside the restaurant about Israel's war against Hamas going beyond Gaza with an airstrike in Qatar, which has been hosting and mediating peace negotiations.
I'm not thrilled about the whole situation. It's not a good situation.
Hamas says its top leaders who were in Qatar survived Israel's attack, but 5 lower-level members were killed. Russia's war in Ukraine spilled into Poland, a U.S. NATO ally. Multiple Russian drones flew into the country and were shot down. A house in a Polish village was hit. A European Union official calls it intentional and a Russian escalation. A murder in Charlotte, North Carolina has turned into a federal case.
The Justice Department has now charged the attacker with a federal crime, 1 count of committing an act causing death on a mass transportation system with a maximum sentence of life in prison or death.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. That attack, the stabbing of a Ukrainian refugee on a train last month, was captured on video.
Family of Irina Zarutska is speaking out for the first time after the brutal murder of that 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee on a train in Charlotte. Here's the family's statement, quote, "We are heartbroken beyond words. Irina came here to find peace and safety, and instead, her life was stolen from her in the most horrific way."
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What brought police to southeast Indianapolis last night? Nothing on radar. 58 degrees, going up to 83 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. A late-night crash on Indy's southeast side sent several people to the hospital. Police say it happened last night as somebody driving a Kia Optima carrying 6 people, 5 adults and 1 kid, lost control and crashed just before 10:30. One person was thrown from the car. Emergency crews took 4 people to the hospital in bad shape. 2 others, including a child, were reported in stable condition, and police say it may have been speed that led to the crash. Federal agents captured a former Madison County councilman wanted for multiple sex crimes against kids, and he had been on the run for 2 years.
Stephen Sumner was a Madison County councilman from 2018 to 2021 and a pastor at Lighthouse Baptist Church in Anderson. He was a fugitive after failing to appear for a court hearing in 2023. He had been wanted on several charges, including rape and child seduction, among other things. Madison County deputies spotted Sumner in Kentucky after they tracked his vehicle. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith recently shared a post about a discussion he had with pastors of the Haitian community in Indiana. The post did not sit well with some of his supporters and was later removed by somebody in his camp. Beckwith says he wasn't trying to hide anything.
I don't say everything perfectly, and I said that. We put out a clarifying statement to say, hey, we're not advocating for 40,000 to come. This is not what we said. They're already here. They were here, brought here by Biden, and then Eric Holcomb brought them in as well.
And Beckwith joined the Hammer and Nigel show on Tuesday. The Indiana Fever ended the regular season with a win last night, 83-72 over the Minnesota Lynx. The playoffs start on Sunday, and the team will learn who they will play in the playoffs on Friday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, you'll talk with an oncologist within 48 hours of your diagnosis, so you won't have to wait to start finding answers.
They got me in pretty quickly to meet my team. They gave me the plan and what they knew and what they wanted to do. I was really impressed with the care team and the approach they took.
Learn more about Community MD Anderson at ecommunity.com/cancer.
Truck drivers and owner-operators, there's never been a better time to team up at Schneider. We have more team-friendly loads than ever, including express delivery parcel freight that offers great miles with no delays to keep the wheels turning. Plus, for a limited time, company team drivers may be eligible for a sign-on bonus of up to $16,000. Owner-operator teams may qualify for a $10,000 incentive. Explore team driver positions at SchneiderJobs.com and search team contracting jobs at SchneiderOwnerOperators.com.
Northwest side crash, northbound 65 after 71st, and this does have a slow back to the 71st Street interchange with I-65. And checking the south side construction, that project that is widening I-65 between 465 and the south split, work to be done at the end of next year. Right now, we checked that construction zone. It looks fine, guys. I mean, everybody moving up to speed responsibly in that construction zone on northbound from 465 to the south split. In fact, nothing to slow you down except for that small delay up in Pike Township. Traffic sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places to take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Matt Bear is extra bassy today.
Oh, I did not know.
Oh, everybody else knows.
Let's have a great show, Tony.
That's more like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's up,
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning to you. Lots of sunshine here. It's going to be another beautiful day today. A high of around 83 this afternoon. Clear, quiet overnight, a low of 58. We're just going to kind of climb the ladder here the rest of the week. Thursday, sunny, 84. Sunshine Friday, 86. And then it actually gets pretty hot this weekend. Saturday, sunshine, 87. We could hit the low 90s to wrap up the weekend under partly cloudy skies on Sunday.
You know, Matt tries to fool everybody with this, this deep voice, and he's like, "Hey, look at me, I'm Barry White." No. You know, in real life, Matt Bear.
That's how he really,
Towley.
Did you just compare me to Tally? Because if you did, that is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
I have no idea what's going on.
Tally, you're the worst character ever.
I know. Yes. So good.
I just brought Marcus and Matt together in a way I did not know was possible.
Blood brother.
That is right. That's right. It is the towel that binds us.
You're the worst character ever, Tally.
I know.
Honestly, this is the show. That's it, guys.
That's it.
Going on.
Just Matt and Marcus giggling.
Yeah.
You want to get high?
A pot smoking towel. That's right.
Right. Also, the Supporting Sobriety podcast is available.
It's on Spotify and Apple.
It is.
Yeah.
Every time Matt does a reference like this and goes with it, I'm like, I am so hurting his career. I am so ruining this poor guy who is a man who has made his life amazing and tells the story. And I'm like, oh, by the way, pot smoking towel. Go on. And then he quotes without any prompting, and I'm like, oh. I'm a manager's dream. I really am.
I almost said something there, and I'm so glad I didn't.
See that? Self-control.
No,
That's the secret to a good career.
Now I'm learning.
Right?
Well done.
Thank you.
Just tell that to Charlie Sheen.
Great.
Marcus Bailey.
Tiger's blood.
See you guys.
Wish TV meteorologist. Gotta run. Gotta go. Gotta be. It's very, very funny. Thank you all. 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:09.
This hour is powered by Sundown Gardens, Hamilton County's fall nursery headquarters.
So I got me a yo tweet. Someone, David Welch, good man is David. Full disclosure, I know David. We do a bunch of work together, and he just sends me a tweet. He quote tweets. It says, yo, it's to Governor Braun and to Senator Banks and to myself. I'm like, okay, this is something Hoosier related. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. And it's a retweet of the account Libs of TikTok. very popular account, calling out progressives. And, of course, people who are absolute lunatics on TikTok. Indiana University is hosting a career fair to help only LGBTQ plus students find jobs. What? Join the LGBTQ plus Culture Center as we introduce career exploration and student employment. The center is partnering with the Career Exploration and Student Employment team to host an event on September 11th at the Culture Center. The goal is to introduce the resources to students, spotlight their website, focus on career strategies for LGBTQ plus students, and gather input on the career needs of our community. So is this IU hosting a career fair only to help LGBTQ plus students? First, I don't even know what to do with all those letters. Secondly, if we're going to give them all its due, the L, the G, and the B need to drop the T and do so immediately. You're getting destroyed by the T. You don't need any of that nonsense. It's a political movement. It's not about people. That's all it is. It's a political movement. Don't be part of a political movement. Just go live your life. But the question is this the kind of thing that needs discussion? Is this the kind of thing that is allowed? Is this the kind of thing that equalprotect.org would go after? Equalprotect.org, which is run by William Jacobson. You know him as a regular on Tony Katz Today. They had to send a letter to the board of directors of the Indiana High School Athletic Association discussing its bylaws, when they said they would have to have specific board of director seats for qualified female representatives and qualified minorities who must not be white, male, or female. These are race and sex-based requirements that are not allowed. These are the kinds of things that happen when people say, look, we're being equitable. You're not. You're being bigoted. Good Lord, hire good people. So the question is this something that's allowed? Is this something, if you want to say that a group on campus was going to have a job fair, I'd be like, what are we discussing? But if you're utilizing a resource of the school, and now you're not allowing other students to participate in what the resource of the school is providing, oh, that's an issue, IU. So now you have to answer the question, are you engaged in discrimination here? Because from the first, looks like you are. Now, is that what you should be doing? See, first it looks like it, but I would love to get some more input on that. Should you be engaged in this type of activity? That's the question. We're going to search for an answer, IU. Don't worry, we'll help you out here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Indiana could benefit from a U.S. Steel decision at 632. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Hey, do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. Here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in that first year. So by year's end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. Matt and traffic on the Twitter X. What's going on?
Yeah, northwest side, Tony, Pike Township. It's a crash. Northbound 65 after 71st, and traffic is stop and go back to the 465 ramps and delayed 6 minutes. Northbound 65 on the south side, starting to slow down into construction. Raymond Street into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Dairy Queen. When you hear that a small Blizzard treat is just 85 cents with $1 purchase in the DQ app, it's a dream come true. Get your small Blizzard treat for just 85 cents with $1 purchase when you sign up for DQ Rewards. Participating locations only. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Fall in Indy. And since 2001, Rhino Shield has been covering Indiana homes and businesses. Just ask Mike.
I was watching TV one night and saw the Rhino Shield ad, and I thought, well, if they can do a house, they can probably do a building.
And Rhino Shield's not paint, it's better.
So they came out and they gave me a price, showed me how the Rhino works, how it lasts, and how the guarantee works.
All right, Indy, get the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
They started on the building. They waited for us to leave, and they worked Saturday and Sunday so they wouldn't affect our business at all. This was the great part of it. I came back Sunday night, and you couldn't even tell they were here. There was no paint on the ground. They did a fantastic job.
Here's owner Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
Don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
I literally was in a former communist nation. And I asked that. I said, some people in my party, some of the lefties are talking about socialism now. What do you think? He's like, that's the worst thing ever. You're going to need a reality check if you ever adopt any of those things. You know, like you are morons.
That's Senator John Fetterman, who himself, before the stroke, as he was running for Senate, I mean, he was a socialist. That was so much a part of his platform, and when he was mayor, and he's still living in his house and his parents' house, and the whole thing is just weird as can be. And now here he is. You're a moron if you embrace socialism, which is so completely true. Just ask anybody who's ever lived in a socialist country. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's just history is on the side of the capitalist, on the rational mind. It doesn't work. Socialism doesn't work. Capitalism does. I understand they want to hit capitalism. Oh, capitalism is trending downward. Stop sending your kids to college where they tell you every day capitalism is terrible. But it's the capitalism that allows you to send your kid to that college to then be told how bad you are. Why are you funding that? You're the parent. Just say no. Your 19-year-old wants to go? So what? I understand you're an adult. You can pay for it. I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for you to be abused so you can then abuse me. That's not the life I've decided to set up for myself. Thank you very much. Like it, don't like it, that's quite all right. I am not giving my money towards that. That's the answer. It used to be that you did things so you could at least keep a relationship with your kid. I believe that we have to, I don't think that works. I think we have to change that whole philosophy. I'll get more into that on Tony Katz today. The big story is the Supreme Court hearing the tariff case. This is about Trump's appeal on tariffs, which could indicate that if he loses this, and if somehow tariffs are not allowed based on the laws that the president has been utilizing to implement them, it could mean up to $1 trillion refund to companies, manufacturers, etc. The White House believes they're going to win this. And I have absolutely no idea if they are or they aren't. The Supreme Court has put it into oral arguments for the first week in November. So that means we're going to have, it would seem to me we'll have a couple more months of tariffs. These things will continue to go on. So this was a decision August 29th that said Trump overstepped authority by utilizing these emergency powers. It was the IEEPA, I believe it is, from 1973, 1970. One of those. Pick one of those years. All I know is bell bottoms were totally in fashion, and that's when it comes from. It doesn't extend to steel and aluminum imports, which, well, creates a whole nother set of problems. And these tariffs have been a level of runaway in different varying degrees based on country, based on product. You now have a lot of tariffs on India. You then have the statement from Trump yesterday on Truth Social. Great conversation with Prime Minister Modi of India. And we're going to have good conversations. We're going to get this worked out. Meanwhile, nothing is yet worked out. And then you have India in the meetings with China and Russia, and you're like, oh, India is not looking towards the United States. India isn't necessarily looking towards China either. You can't create a society or a thought process in any society where the vast majority of the people of India trust the Chinese, nor the Russians. But they also have to deal with different geopolitics, like who their neighbors or not so distant neighbors are. How do they engage any plays for hegemonic power? And yes, you can't give up the U.S. relationship because there's a tremendous amount of money. Money that I'm not so sure the Chinese would be so willing to give as we have. We'll see what SCOTUS does. We'll keep our eye on that. Meanwhile, you've got the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, directing the DOJ to prosecute the murderer in North Carolina. That's happening. And good. Now, one wonders, are you telling me that law enforcement in Charlotte is not going to prosecute this guy who murdered 23-year-old Irina Zarutska on that train? Which, if you haven't seen it, I did repost someone's post about it, and I realized afterwards maybe I shouldn't be reposting this, but I think it's imperative. The video that we saw of this woman being stabbed to death on a light rail in Charlotte that the media didn't want to talk about, where they were forced to talk about by us, and then they said, oh, we only care about this story because we want to make it racial because the murderer is black and the victim is white. And we said, no, this is the exact reason why you're not talking about it. You're the bigots. We're just exposing it. And now it's a huge story. And this isn't the only story. This isn't the only person who got killed a couple weeks ago. And this took place a couple weeks ago. We're only finding out about it really this week, which is nutty. The video showed the moment right up until this guy started stabbing her. It shows him pulling back with his right arm and before he starts stabbing. Well, video came out yesterday that shows the actual stabbing. And it shows her alive, bewildered, afraid, looking up at this guy, hands over her mouth, not knowing what's happening, crying into her hands, and then slumping over and falling out of the seat. There is very little in today's world that can shock. We've seen it all. We've seen it all in real life. We've seen it all in levels of AI or CGI. We are long removed from the kind of things that can shock the system, like Bud Dwyer, if you remember that story at all. This is going to leave you speechless, and I don't know if I recommend watching it. No one helped. No one thought to help. This woman didn't know what just happened to her, or she did. She dies right in front of your eyes. And there are people still who want to say, well, this is mental illness. We can't just put people in jail for this. There are people out there still wanting to say this is no big deal. You allow this, you don't have a society. Matt Bear, he has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Pike Township northwest side crash northbound 65 after 71st Street. Traffic slow to 465 for a 10-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Sonia Sotomayor says constitutional freedoms are being lost.
Join us Wednesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
When you lose power, what's your plan? Because if your plan is just sit in the dark and hope everything's going to work out, that's not so much a plan. That's a really terrible plan. How about a call to Generator Supercenter? How about a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home? Generator Supercenter is the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer, and you can get your free estimate by giving them a call right now, 317-827-0808. We've got winter coming, and a 1/4 inch of ice on a power line adds 500 pounds to the power line. What makes anyone think they're gonna not just snap into? And how about the grid itself? Do we really trust that something that old can handle all the power needs? You should make sure your family is well protected. You don't have to wait on the power company to fix a down line or a blown transformer. You don't have to worry about your home while you're away. Generator Supercenter and a Generac automatic standby generator will take care of everything. Get your free estimate today. Call 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter, 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. Generator Supercenter, 827-0808.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com. Are you ready for the biggest boat and RV sale of the year? The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. 3 days of blowout clearance pricing at the Indiana State Fairgrounds September 19th through 21st. But it's not a show. A sale. For 3 days only, shop over 5 acres of new and used boats and RVs. And this year, we're in the new air-conditioned pavilion. If you don't buy here, you'll pay too much. Dealers are liquidating their inventories, and after Sunday, they're gone forever. The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. Save time and buy tickets at IndySportShow.com. Another Renfro production.
Fall is in full swing at Sundown Gardens. Locally grown mums and pumpkins plus fall annuals and decor. 186th Street, Spring Mill Road in Westfield. It's sundown.gardens.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
President Trump speaks about bail reform in blue cities. Nothing on radar. 58 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 83 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, we saw the results of these policies when a 23-year-old woman who came here from Ukraine met her bloody end on a public train.
That's President Trump speaking from the Oval Office about a Ukrainian refugee who was killed by a career criminal on a train.
She was slaughtered by a deranged monster who was roaming free after 14 prior arrests. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country.
Irina Zarutska's family says her body will remain in the United States because she loved America. The man who murdered her is facing federal charges. The Supreme Court will hear arguments on whether President Trump's tariffs are legal. Speaking at a book signing at the Reagan Foundation in Simi Valley, California, Justice Amy Coney Barrett said the court will not make its decision based on public opinion.
If the court were to try to decide cases in a way that it thought the public wanted it to, it wouldn't be doing its job, because sometimes what the law requires runs counter to what the majority may want.
And oral arguments are set for early November. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell is scheduled to appear in federal court today. She's facing charges of wire fraud, obstruction of justice, and making false statements to a grand jury tied to an effort to conceal a personal relationship with the cop who was assigned to protect her. And the fire department of New York holds a yearly ceremony marked the continued impact of 9/11 attacks.
Tuesday, the FDNY added 39 names to its wall of firefighters who have died as a result of 9/11 related illnesses, which now totals more than 400. FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker.
These losses continue to mount, and our heartbreak continues to grow.
The number of firefighters who have died from illnesses now surpasses the 343 lost on 9/11 itself.
That's Fox's Kevin Uretsky reporting. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. U.S. Steel will stop processing steel slabs at its Granite City Works plant in Illinois, 3 months after Nippon Steel sealed a deal to buy the iconic American steelmaker. U.S. Steel will end production at the plant in November, but won't lay off any of the roughly 800 workers there or reduce their pay. In a statement, the Pittsburgh steelmaker said it will optimize operations by focusing on processing raw steel at its Mon Valley Works facilities in Pennsylvania and Gary Works in Indiana. Another piece of Fort Wayne's goal to revitalize its riverfront area recently fell into place, with a new restaurant and club coming to a historic shop in the city's downtown. City officials this week announced the former Schaub Metal Products building will soon be home to a new sports bar and dance club, both owned by local entrepreneur Todd Smith. Indiana University is teaming with the Indiana Sports Corporation and Pacer Sports and Entertainment for what it calls a first-of-its-kind research program dedicated to the health, performance, and lifelong well-being of female athletes. IU informatics professor Katie Seek says the Female Sports Performance and Research Institute will provide women-centered data for decision makers.
I think now's the time because with IU Lab, it provides that really easy interface between academia and industry. And then we also have a lot of movement in women's professional athletics and semi-professional athletic teams.
From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Bob Bryant, the president and CEO of the 500 Festival in Indianapolis for the past 12 years, plans to retire in January. A veteran sports marketing executive, Bryant oversaw significant growth of the nonprofit after being hired in 2013 as the fourth president and CEO in the festival's history. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Northwest side, Pike Township crash, northbound 65 after 71st Street, blocking the left lane, stopping traffic back to 465. It's an 11-minute delay. South side, northbound 65, slow because of construction. Raymond into the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. Sports? Oh, we can do that. Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony, good morning. The Indiana Fever closed out the regular season last night at home against the Minnesota Lynx.
Bounce pass. Kelsey, left wing three. Oh, yeah! Sniper, 66-53.
John Nolan with the call on the Indiana Fever Radio Network. Kelsey Mitchell hit for 18 in the 83-72 win. Now it's on to the playoffs Sunday for head coach Stephanie White, who says her team finished strong.
I think it gives us a lot of confidence, knowing that we can meet the moment at times. When we get a chance to sort of reflect back, it's how do we meet the moment in every game, as opposed to the ones where your back's against the wall. But every game is a back against the wall game now.
And the team will learn who they will play in the playoffs on Friday. The Colts play the Broncos on Sunday at 4:05. And former IU standout in Philadelphia Philly Kyle Schwarber smashes his 50th home run. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business.
Am I allowed to ask for tech help on the show? All right, I'm going to do it. Because this is driving me crazy. And if somebody knows, I would greatly appreciate it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you on the Twitter X, Tony Katz, Facebook, Tony Katz Radio, and, of course, the podcast. Wherever it is you get your podcasts, it is there. Just look for Tony Katz Today or Tony Katz in the Morning News. We've got it all. Producer Carl works hard on it. So get downloading, if you would, in the live stream over at YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. Here's the question. And this will not become a segment of the show, I don't think. There's a PDF form that I need to fill out, right? But if I fill out the PDF form, the font is too big, and you can't read it. It cuts off at the bottom. Have you ever had this happen, Producer Carl? It's cutting off at the bottom. You can't read it. But if I could fill it out online and then print it off, my gosh, my life would be easier because I need to do a whole bunch of these things. So, how in the world do you change the font? This is our question of the day.
Some people are really stupid.
That's me. So if you could help, that would be fantastic. I'd greatly appreciate it. I don't know how to do it. This is the problem with never having had really a corporate gig. All right. This is a corporate gig, but honestly, what's corporate about this? So I've never had any of these things to do. So I have no basis from like, oh, you should have learned this in week 2 of how not to be a moron school. I have no idea. Also, okay. You guys know it's a busy week, right? We've got the Hoosier Leadership for America Summit happening this weekend. I will be there. It's Friday night. It's Saturday morning. It's in Noblesville. Hoosier Leadership #4America.com. And you can still reserve your seat, put on by Senator Jim Banks. I'll be there. Kurt Schlichter will be there. Caleb Blakesley, my counterpart from WOWO in Fort Wayne. Going to be a very interesting couple of days talking about the future. So come out for that. And then you've got the Premier Arms party, their anniversary party, their 24th anniversary, benefiting the VFW and veteran suicide awareness. So I'll be out there for that. I think we're going to try some bourbon, but I might teach about bourbon. I might teach about cigars. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just going to be there and have a good time. And so you come on out, and there are going to be some incredible deals. And Premier Arms has been such an absolute blessing to the show. Thrilled that I know them, Bryce and Jolie and that entire group over there. I feel very, very fortunate in that regard, and we've been able to do some great work together. We've got some great plans for the future. It's really been wonderful. So Premier Arms, 3754 South Green Street in Brownsburg. Going to be the big anniversary party this Saturday, 3 to 7, food and drinks and a good time, and incredible deals on firearms and jewelry. Including the Flederman Von Riest watches that I represent, Von Riest, R-I-E-S-T-E, vonriest.com. Yeah, it's going to be spectacular. So that's happening. So there are a lot of events, and my next big event, I think, is January. I won't even tell you about it yet, but here's the question. And Matt Bear, I'll take your input on this, and producer Carl and anybody else. What if I threw a Christmas party?
Would there be sleigh bells?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
wait. Okay, you're going to throw a Christmas party. Okay, what kind of party are you talking about? I mean, like, are we decking the halls, or is it just going to be like a soiree?
I'm talking about a party that starts with, I hope you enjoyed this garbage truck, and ends with,
What's wire hangers doing in this closet when I told you no wire hangers ever?
That's the kind of party I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about a rave. Okay.
I might be talking about it. I don't know. I don't actually know what I'm talking about, but I'm batting around the idea.
I think anything where we could get together with everybody in our listening audience would be awesome. So if you can put something like that together, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Sell some coffee.
Carl, will you go?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Get some coffee.
Is that because it's free?
That helps.
I'm thinking about it. Anybody up for a Christmas party?
I have a giveaway.
You have a giveaway?
Yeah, I got this really cool WIBC bowling shirt that I'm looking to give away for something. We could give it away at a Christmas party.
It's a thing. I thought it was your virginity. I didn't know.
No, that's I'm saving that until I'm married. I'm going to save that until I'm married. Thank you.
Who let Carl have sound effects? I'm telling you, this can only lead to bad things. Okay, you've got a giveaway. I've got some giveaway. Right?
Yeah. Give away cigars. We can do all sorts of things.
Tony Katz's Christmas party? Like, the whole thing doesn't even make any sense, and that's why it's great.
Dunk tank in the middle of winter.
And dunk tank in the middle of winter. Oh, we're going to have to invite Hammer, aren't we?
I'll do that.
Oh, well.
I'll sit in the dunk tank.
Now we'll definitely have to invite Hammer.
Dunk me in anything.
Okay. Tank of eggnog. There it is.
No,
the Tanko Nog.
Let's figure that one out a little bit.
So
chocolate.
And thank you for the people helping me with the PDF thing. I got to figure this out. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
All right, Tony, Pike Township. It's the northwest side, and this has turned into a really bad delay here. It's northbound 65 after 71st. A crash in the left lane. Stop traffic back to 465. A 12-minute delay right now. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69, little pocket of slow here, 96 to 82nd as it starts to build coming down from Fishers. Have a safe trip this morning, Fishers, if you would, please. Traffic sponsor by B Window right now. Employee owned. B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46. Now, the people at Moss Roofing, I have no idea if they're going to come in for a Christmas party, but they are going to come to your house and check your roof. These are very good people who have been taking care of Central Indiana for 30 years. A family-owned business on the second generation. They have been a pleasure to work with, and I have had them on my roof to check things out because we had this weird stain in the master bedroom. It was like, that's in the corner there. Has that always been there? Did we miss it? Is something going on? Is this a leak? Called Moss Roofing. They came right out. They do free inspections, a true thorough checkup of your roof, your siding, your gutters, your windows. And if there's storm damage, they'll show you the photos, show you what's going on, explain it to you so you understand it, and they'll even work with your insurance company for you. They saw that we did not have an issue. Hey, look for this. Hey, try this. Hey, keep an eye on this here. If anything happens, we'll be right there to take care of it. No stress. No pressure. No one's saying, well, you're just going to have to spend all this money. No. Just real professionals doing the job right. Protect your home. Avoid bigger problems later. Talk to somebody who's going to work with you, who I use, who you should be using. Moss Roofing, 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, MOSS, mossroofing.com.
Hey, do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. Here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in that first year. So by year's end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
WindowNation.com for an incredible deal right now in September. You're going to save big this month. Buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 for free. No payments for 2 years. You won't have to deal with monthly payments, a down payment, or even any interest until 2027. I have Window Nation windows. They have brought the energy bills down in my house. My wife and I absolutely love our Window Nation windows.
Window Nation offers a lifetime warranty on all of their windows. So you can relax knowing your home is protected far into the future. And this deal, it's a good one. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. Make no payments for 2 years. Nothing down, no payments. You don't have to deal with anything until 2027. 866-90-NATION. Call and talk to a rep. Schedule that free in-home estimate. 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers. Come see the full line of breathtaking Lincoln vehicles at Indiana's premier Lincoln dealership. From the moment you arrive at Tom Roush Lincoln, you'll know you've arrived. Shop over 200 new Lincolns in our state-of-the-art family-owned and operated dealership with no pressure. Just the award-winning service and respect you deserve, plus complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Colts Nation, it's tailgate time. Join us Saturday, September 14th at noon at the Slippery Noodle for food, fun, and prizes before the game. The ultimate tailgate is where the party begins. Go to WIBC.com for more information.
The president went out for dinner. And he had people screaming at him that he's a Nazi. Classy people out there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. These are, I think, Code Pink people. There is really nothing worse, is there, than this group of avowed communists who absolutely want to be overrun by Islamists, these horrific women led by Medea Benjamin who are in favor only of their own downfall. It's nutty. You don't date women who are part of Code Pink. You don't marry women who are part of Code Pink. You don't want your girls to grow up to be like Code Pink. What an absolutely horrific organization. Parents, make sure you let your kids know that's not what you want. That is a miserable, sad, pathetic life filled with lies. But Trump went out to dinner. And he went out to dinner with Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War. They changed the name. You have J.D. Vance. He's the Vice President. They went to Joe's. It's a seafood place not too far from the White House. It's a kind of institution place. It's like an old Ebbett institution place in D.C. And so, I mean, people are outside cheering. Some are booing. Well, of course, it's America. And they go in and they're shaking hands. And he went out to dinner to say, see, look how safe D.C. is. Even I can go out for dinner here. It's fine. You go right ahead. Well, he's out to dinner. And these unbelievably pathetic protesters inside the restaurant.
Thank you.
Free DC, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Half the time spent in any Code Pink rally is coming up with nonsense that rhymes. By the way, nonsense that rhymes would be the great name of a book. Like if I wrote a book about all the things that the leftists chant and how ridiculous it is, nonsense that rhymes, understanding leftist chants. Oh, Carl, get me the AI machine. We need to write this book in an hour. That's a good name for a book. That is solid. Trump walks right up to these people. And they're chanting like somehow, and they're holding Palestinian flags. How'd they even know he was going to be there? Super creepy. And he's kind of rocking his head back and forth and smiling. Oh, look at you. He ain't afraid of these people. These people are the enemy, not just of existence, not just of decency, but they're their own worst enemy. They're miserable, sad people. Kids, you can disagree with people and not be miserable and sad. You can disagree with people and not think you have to disrupt the meal of everybody who's at a restaurant. You can disagree with people and not think that you're so special and so important that everybody has to listen to everything you say. These people are sad. You don't have to be sad. These people are awful. Code Pink, people calling Trump Hitler are awful people. No need to be friends with people like that. Need for them to get some help and stop being so miserable. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, northwest side, northbound 65 crash after 71st, backed up to 465. And now a crash downtown. It's northbound 65, 70 at Fletcher. Slow back to the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
With 11 locations, Tech Credit Union's Chief Information Officer, Zach Hohulin, relies heavily on applied innovation and Arctic Wolf, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
We've been so impressed with that platform that Applied recommended that we now have gone back repeatedly to Applied.
Being a financial institution, Applied Innovation plays a critical role protecting your members.
It's almost a new Cold War, right? You have to have cybersecurity insurance, and you have to start partnering with organizations that will step in and help you manage that.
And having Applied Innovation as your cybersecurity partner?
It makes me a lot less anxious because I'm able to sit back and know that we're in good hands and not have to worry about it. I get to sleep at night.
Don't risk your data being hacked or exposed to ransomware threats. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. And sleep better knowing your network's secure.
PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg is where I buy jewelry for my wife and very nice watches for myself, including Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. The most incredible selection of diamonds, gold, and rare pieces. Talk to PA Jewelers about that special piece or that special piece you want to sell. And don't forget to join PA Jewelers for their anniversary sale on September 13th. I'll be there starting at 3 p.m. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. PAJewelers.jewelry. That's PAJewelers.jewelry.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Guys, it's game on at Synergen X and Low T Center, your TRT MVPs.
Book a free TRT consultation and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia, tickets, and more. Female patients, you can win too. Book at TRTMVP.com.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are
are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's FOSTECH. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Through their service, veterans have our backs. Now we should have theirs. Learn more at GotYour6.org.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Tony Kennett will join us and a lot of laughs. 93 WIBC.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what police are saying about a car crash last night. Hoosiers are reacting to a video of a murder on a Charlotte train and why a tree in Northeast Indiana is getting recognition. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Hump Day Wednesday. It's now 7 o'clock.
Russia's war in Ukraine spills into NATO territory. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Drones flew into Poland, a U.S. ally. One reportedly hit a house.
Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk says 19 Russian drones entered his country's airspace, with 4 considered direct threats shot down. Tusk says a line has been crossed, and this brings us the closest we've been to open conflict since World War II. Drones have been reported over Poland before, including twice last week, and NATO jets have scrambled, but never this many drones, and these are the first shots fired by a NATO nation during the war between Russia and Ukraine.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. Hamas says its top leaders survived Israel's airstrike in Qatar, where Gaza ceasefire talks are being held, but 5 lower-level members were killed. President Trump says he's not thrilled with Israel's action.
I will say this, we want the hostages back.
He spoke outside a restaurant in Washington, which he calls crime-free now, after his federalization of D.C. police that ends today. The 30-day period's up.
We all work together, and the outcome is really spectacular. We have a capital that's very, very safe right now.
Federal agents can still remain on patrol, and National Guard troops will remain in D.C. Their deployment has already been extended through November. The president also says he could announce as soon as today a crackdown on crime in another city. When he went into the restaurant last night to dine with cabinet members, the president was met by a group of protesters. Some chanted "Free D.C. and Free Palestine." The man accused of stabbing a Ukrainian woman to death on a Charlotte train last month is also now charged with a federal crime.
The U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina, Russ Ferguson, said this is a local murder case.
The federal crime we have is because it happened on a light rail system and because Congress has decided that that is essential to society.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal's report. The Federal Reserve Governor, President Trump, fired last month, still on the job, and Lisa Cook can stay there after a federal judge blocked the president, ruling he could not fire Cook for cause over an alleged mortgage fraud she denies because those allegations predate her time as a Fed governor. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A gun found at a school in central Indiana. Nothing on radar. 58 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 83 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. An employee at Hickory Elementary School in Avon has been fired after a handgun was found in a classroom closet. School leaders say another staff member discovered the weapon Tuesday morning while checking a handbag left in a secure closet. The cops later confirmed the gun belonged to a support staffer who accidentally left it in their bag. The district says the employee is no longer with Avon Schools, and the case has been turned over to the police. Police also say somebody driving a Kia Optima lost control and crashed their car Tuesday night on Indy's southeast side. The car was carrying 6 people, 5 adults and 1 child. 4 were taken to the hospital in critical condition, while the other 2, including the child, are stable. Investigators believe that speed may have been a factor. You've likely seen the video of a Ukrainian refugee fatally stabbed on a Charlotte train. Now, people in Indianapolis are reacting and asking themselves a tough question. If they saw somebody being attacked in public, would they step in?
Me personally, I would do whatever I could to make sure that, that she or he, could get out of there, but you can only do so much.
And this man added,
from what I saw from the video, like the way everyone just was sitting on the bus and no one even went to look at her. Like they just grabbed their stuff and left. It's just odd.
And the Justice Department on Tuesday charged the man who murdered the woman on the train with a federal crime. A former Indiana councilman is in trouble with the law. Jake McDaniel reports he had been on the run for 2 years.
He served on the Madison County Council from 2018 to 2021 and was a pastor at Lighthouse Baptist Church in Anderson. Stephen Sumner was facing several felony charges, including rape, child seduction, and more. He had been a fugitive since 2023 after he did not appear to a court hearing. Investigators tracked Sumner's vehicle to Kentucky. He was then arrested Tuesday afternoon. Jake McDaniel, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
A tree in northeast Indiana is being recognized by the National Champion Tree Program. John Herrick has that story.
On Tuesday, the Indiana Department of Natural Resources said a swamp chestnut oak tree in Jennings County has been recognized as the largest of the species in the country by that program. It has a height of 95 feet, a circumference of 318 inches, and a canopy spread of 118 feet. The tree is on a family farm owned by Richard and Chris Shetman outside of Crothersville. Indiana Governor Mike Braun gave the Shetmans a certificate to honor their work for growing the tree. He says he hopes it continues to stand tall for generations of future Hoosiers to enjoy. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indiana Fever beat the Minnesota Lynx 83-72. They end the regular season. It's on to the playoffs, which start on Sunday, and the team will find out who they will be playing on Friday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
Well, let's go on, Ryan. Looking at Pine Township Northwest side crash northbound 65 after West 71st Street. It is a crash, and it's blocking the left lane, stopping traffic to 465 for a 10-minute delay. And this has slowed northbound 465 on the northwest side. Slow traffic after 74 up to I-65. Crash downtown northbound 65-70 before Washington Street. 2 left lanes blocked and traffic stopped into the south split. Also, this crash is slowing down eastbound 70 before West Street into the south split. South side northbound 65 slow traffic from Raymond Street into the south split because of construction, and inbound 70 tightens up at Rural into the north split. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're waking up to much better temperatures than we have been the last couple of mornings. We're in the upper 50s and lower 60s. We do have a little bit of cloud cover out there right now, but I am anticipating sunshine for this afternoon, a little warmer with highs near 83. Mostly clear skies tonight will fall to 58. And then the temperatures continue to climb for the end of the week. Sunny skies on Thursday, 84. 86 on Friday with sunshine. And then upper 80s and even a few 90-degree readings not out of the question as we head into the weekend. And it also stays on the dry side, too.
That's Tara Hastings right there of Wish TV. Tara, appreciate it. Can't thank you enough. We have got ourselves 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:07.
This hour is powered by Miss M's Home and Garden, Johnson County's Fall Nursery headquarters.
If you missed it yesterday, the Lieutenant Governor, his name is Micah Beckwith, went on with Hammer and Nigel. You should listen to it. Make your decisions for yourself. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. That the post about Haitian refugees that just simply got everybody to say, what is he talking about, was deleted by someone in his camp. Now, that's very possible that he's got people on his staff and someone deleted it. Are you saying, Lieutenant Governor, I don't know if this question got asked. You got to go back and listen to the whole interview with Hammer and Nigel about this tweet. This tweet was about helping Haitian immigrants. So does that mean you've got 40,000 people looking for asylum in Indiana? We're going to allow all 40,000 in? Are there any checks? Is this what we actually need? You already have issues in places like Logansport and other places, and he's already spoken out about issues in Logansport. The question before us is, were you advocating for allowing these people into the country? Yes or no? Because we already know that this TPS, temporary protective status, was nothing more than a cover to be able to allow people into the country without having to go through any rules or regulations, allow people to engage in hiring. It would seem like a jobs program. This is what we determined from our visit to Springfield, Ohio. Remember, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, that whole thing? They weren't. They are eating the geese, though, and they can't drive, and no one has a driver's license, and it has sent rents through the roof. That's all true as well. So he posted this, and people are like, what are we talking about here? Now, he did talk in subsequent posts about, within the law, et cetera. I made sure to say that. But the post was just so out of touch and disconnected. I said here on this show that Michael Beckwith's political career is over. He can't do this. He might be a nice guy, good to his family. How would I know? But he simply can't connect. He's always in this place where he is completely disconnected from how to engage, and he thinks himself righteous in the way he presents. And I think it is outrageously off-putting. I believe Hoosiers are there as well. It's just constant confusion and disappointment from the office. I'm saying his political career, done. This is the height. That's it. That's it. And so he had deleted the post. And then he told Hammer and Nigel that it was someone in his camp, I believe, who deleted the post. The question before us is, could anybody on your staff delete something on your account without your say-so? Now I ask you, is that an outrageous question? Because I think that's a pretty standard question. Is there anybody who could delete something off of your social media without your say-so? And if so, really, that's something. Then there was a conversation about faith, and he says, my faith is my identity. Why do I have to sacrifice my faith, check my identity at the door? Show me in the Constitution where it says separation of church and state. You can't. Oh, Lord. Is this the conversation we're now going to have, Lieutenant Governor? This is what you brought up. And again, this very much tracks with the interviews he did here. It is defensive. It is overly aggressive for no reason. It is, I know more than you. I go listen to the interview and tell me he didn't prove my point. The political career is over. He might be a nice guy in his private life. I have no idea. But holy cow. That's how you approach Hammer and Nigel? By the way, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. on WIBC. You just proven my point. I have never been more absolutely clear about understanding him. Oh, and I'm getting a text right now about what's happening with migrant situations and how they're affecting resources. I'll get into that as well. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC, good morning.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero Down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg is where I buy jewelry for my wife and very nice watches for myself, including Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. The most incredible selection of diamonds, gold, and rare pieces. Talk to PA Jewelers about that special piece or that special piece you want to sell. And don't forget to join PA Jewelers for their anniversary sale on September 13th. I'll be there starting at 3 p.m. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. PAJewelers.jewelry. That's PAJewelers.jewelry.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Northwest side, Pike Township, Tony crash. Northbound 65 after West 71st Street. It's blocking 2 left lanes and causing stop traffic back to I-65. Right now, delay time is at 6 minutes. Excuse me, it's just blocking the left lane right now, northbound 65 after 71st Street. Also slowing down northbound 465 from Crawfordsville Road up to the I-65 interchange. Downtown, this is a crash, northbound 65-70 between the split and Washington Street. The left lane is blocked, slowing us into the south split. This is jammed up eastbound 70 fiercely from Harding Street into the south split, a 9-minute delay. Northbound 65 slows after South Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Same with northbound 65, still on the south side now. From Edgewood Avenue up to 465, that's slow traffic. And inbound 69 slowing down 106th Street to 465. Crash, Illinois at Westfield Boulevard. Traffic sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
The IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is back at the racing capital of the world. This sports car racing event, September 19th through 21st, is different than anything you've seen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sunday the 21st, it's the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks. And now the race runs 6 hours. The paddock is open for fans all weekend long. Infield camping opportunities make this a can't-miss weekend. Kids 15 and under are free with a paid adult. Get your tickets at IMS.com.
Technology Recyclers is the safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Boer Remodeling, Booher, BoerRemodeling.com. Guys, your kitchen looks terrible. Matt Bear was in there the other day making himself a snack, trying to find some good protein. He's like, this kitchen is awful. Nothing lays out the way it's supposed to. Why are the knives over there? Why is the stove over there? This whole thing needs not just a refresh. We need to gut it, burn it to the ground, and start anew. Matt Bear is you. You know that your kitchen doesn't work for you. You know that your kitchen isn't working for your family. You know it's time for a change, and now is the time. You're going to go through one more holiday season with a kitchen that doesn't work right for your growing family? No. Boer can help. Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, from that initial consultation, means you are going to know exactly what's happening, and what's happening is exactly what you want. Every step of the way, with the best materials, with the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana, custom Amish cabinets made right here in Indiana. Everything, the highest quality brand names you know and trust, with the best people making it happen the way you want it to happen. To get the kitchen you deserve,
Don't just worry about the value of your home when you go to sell it. Worry about the value of your life right now. Get Boer to help increase that value so you've got a kitchen that works for you and your family. Boer, 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Boer. Booher, BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's the story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn, because there is more. And of course, everything from the popcorn moment is listed over at WIBC.com. Never miss one. Before we get to it, LeBron James wrote an op-ed in China. LeBron James, do I have this right? He wrote a column about China for a news outlet in China. He authored an essay in the People's Daily. This isn't true. The enthusiasm and kindness of Chinese friends deeply touched me, and all I can do is give my all in every game to express my gratitude. I hope I can contribute to the development of Chinese basketball. If you ever wanted to meet a useful idiot, you can't say that about LeBron. Said it, meant it. Don't care about his court vision. Don't care how much money the flopper has. Dear Lord. Daryl Morey was always right. That was the GM of the Houston Rockets, who said he stands with Hong Kong, and the NBA came crashing on his head, and LeBron James said he needs to get educated. Daryl Morey needs to get educated. No, Daryl Morey is fine. It's you, LeBron, who have no soul. Supporting the communist Chinese with this propaganda? Anything to make a buck, boo-boo. Dear God. People will look at me and say, my gosh, he'll say anything for $1. Supporting China? Not saying that. Oh, I get called a grifter on the daily. But LeBron is somehow above it all? He just showed you. By the way, my words hurt him so much, he just fell to the ground and asked for the ref to throw me out of the arena. But no, I bring you this as the popcorn moment. This was that show on CNN, Abby Phillips' show, which is this embarrassment of riches in exposing the unseriousness, I view, of today's leftist politics. Now, it is possible, if not probable, that there are a fair amount of Democrats out there who don't engage this way, but are left to suffer because this is how the leadership engages. This was a conversation about the murder of Irina Zarutska and how, like I said yesterday, and I have said before, we need to reopen the asylums. We need to reopen the asylums. There are some people who just can't be a part of society. That's it. We have a problem. And the problem is not answered by, well, you just might get killed on a train. And then the people who say that also tell you you can't have a firearm to protect yourself. It is a very odd argument that they are making, and they should be dismissed out of hand. Do not give these people power at all. At all. The people on that train are lucky this guy didn't try and stab somebody else. So you have Caroline Downey on the show from National Review, who's making the argument for asylums, and the pushback is just incredible.
A lot of liberals have been accused of appeasing crime by saying, actually, maybe cops shouldn't be answering those calls. But maybe there should be people who actually have expertise in mental health who should be answering those calls.
Or we bring back institutionalization, which there's been a taboo and a stigma on for a long time.
Who's going to take the call, Caroline?
I'm not sure who's going to take the call, but I do know that they should go to institutions.
I think that's my point, is that where they go after the call is made
institutions
is a whole other story.
Funds for all of these things.
Let's talk about this executive order with institutionalization, where it essentially says anyone that's homeless or deemed mentally ill by the state can be institutionalized. First off, Trump is cutting almost every single service that would go to actually getting people mental health services or medical care. Second, that means that anyone could be deemed unhoused or mentally ill and thrown wherever Trump or an administration thinks.
First things first, political left. We have a problem. Can you at least admit that? Secondly, what that woman there at the end, who's a congressional candidate, Democrat in Illinois, anybody can be deemed this or the other. That's how the left abuses red flag laws. So you're making an argument against that, by the way, which is something else. But most importantly, if you want to argue that services are being cut, what if we came up with a plan to provide services for it? So let's not get into the argument of, well, Trump cut this, Trump cut that. What can we do? You're throwing up roadblock after roadblock. Who's going to answer the call? You think we should have a social worker answering the call of somebody stabbing people? Find me the social worker who's going to answer the call. Find me the unarmed social worker who's going to answer the call. They might exist. Okay, send them. And when they get stabbed to death, where's the next one? At what moment will you send in the person with the firearm to stop the threat? Well, maybe we got to take a step back. Do you at least admit that it's a threat? Do you admit that this guy, after all the crimes he committed and all the times he had spent in front of a judge over a dozen times, will you at least admit that he was a threat to society and never should have been out on the streets on that light rail to murder Irina Zarutsky? Will you admit to that? Or no, you won't admit to that. Well, then, we have to dismiss you. If you're willing to admit to it, then we could say, okay, what do we do about this thing? We have to reopen the asylums. Who's going to take the call? What call? The police are going to take the call to subdue whoever it is that's causing the issue, and then if adjudicated mentally unfit, to an institution they go. If you're willing to do it so willingly for people who want to own a firearm, can we do it for people who are murdering those? I can't believe I have to joke about this. Murdering those on a light rail, on a train, on a sidewalk. Do you know what the problem is with being rational? It's sometimes hard to understand how irrational other people are. I get it, guys. CNN with nothing but roadblocks to, well, you can't do that. Well, you can't do that. Well, you can't do that. Yes. You can. You just have the will to do it. Adjudicated mentally unfit. In front of a judge. If we don't start protecting our streets and admitting our issues, we're never going to protect our streets, and our issues are only going to grow. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Northwest Side Pike Township crash northbound 65 after 71st. Left lane is blocked. Traffic stopped to 465 for an 11-minute delay. And this has caused pockets of slow on northbound 465 on the west side from Crawfordsville Road up to West 56th Street. Downtown crash northbound 6570 in Fletcher with 2 left lanes blocked. Traffic slow into the south split. This is jammed up. Eastbound 70 from Harding Street into the south split. That's delayed 8 minutes. Southside construction slowdowns on northbound 65 Hurst at Southport Road to 465, and again after Keystone Avenue into the south split. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic for a 9-minute delay 116th Street to 465. Hancock County eastbound 70 to Mount Comfort Road. That's a stall on the exit ramp blocking the left lane. The ramp is open. Crash north of downtown Indy. It's Illinois at Westfield Boulevard. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Tony Kennett will join us, and a lot of laughs. 93 WIBC.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
When it comes to retirement, it's not just what you've saved, it's what you keep that matters. Howard Bailey Financial invites you to join our free educational event featuring nationally recognized IRA expert and CPA Ed Slott, where he will focus on strategies to help reduce unnecessary taxes, avoid common mistakes, and plan smarter for the years ahead. This event is ideal for anyone in or nearing retirement who wants to make the most of what they've saved. Reserve your spot at the Forum in Fishers on Thursday, September 11th by calling or texting ED to 888-262-1104. Space is limited, so reserve your spot today by calling or texting ED to 888-262-1104. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
People think slavery ended long ago. Well, what if I told you it's worse than ever? Human trafficking is an epidemic, stealing lives in plain sight. Into the darkness, God raised up Project Rescue, bringing light, healing, and hope. Every year, Life Church partners with the Lucas family to host the Hope Starts Here breakfast for business partners with the gift of giving who want to make a difference. Join us Thursday, September 18th at Lucas Estates and see what happens when Hoosiers stand united against evil. Learn more at lifechurchin.com.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window, we mean business.
Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers. Come see the full line of breathtaking Lincoln vehicles at Indiana's premier Lincoln dealership. From the moment you arrive at Tom Roush Lincoln, you'll know you've arrived. Shop over 200 new Lincolns in our state-of-the-art family-owned and operated dealership with no pressure. Just the award-winning service and respect you deserve, plus complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A career criminal faces federal charges. Nothing on radar. 58 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 83. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31.
Our hearts go out to Arena's family. They are suffering. Like any of us would be.
U.S. Attorney Russ Ferguson in Western North Carolina on Tuesday got emotional talking about the Charlotte train attack and victim Irina Zarutska.
It was a very touching call. Our hearts go out to them. She is a refugee. She literally came to the United States from a bomb shelter in Ukraine to escape the war, and she was going about her day. She was coming home from work, and she was brutally murdered.
Zarutska was murdered by DeCarlos Brown, a repeat offender with a lengthy felony criminal rap sheet. The NYPD is stepping up patrols at key spots around New York City as 9/11 approaches.
The 9/11 anniversary, the UN General Assembly, and the Jewish high holidays coming in rapid succession. Security always increased for these events, but vague bomb threats have caused the cops to add more officers to the details. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says they are also monitoring threats to bridges and tunnels linking Queens to Manhattan. It's believed that those threats involve people with links to Iran.
That's Fox's Gary Baumgarten reporting in New York City this morning. The Prime Minister of Poland is calling for an official meeting of NATO after Russian drones entered the country's airspace. The Prime Minister said today that Poland would formally request the invocation of NATO's Article 4, which calls for all nations in the military alliance to consult with each other when the security of any allied nation is threatened. Jury selection continues today in the federal trial of a man accused of trying to kill President Trump. Ryan Ruth is accused of trying to shoot Trump at his West Palm Beach golf club in September of 24. He is representing himself. A new report on college free speech just came out yesterday, and it's not looking good. Here's Jake McDaniel.
Most schools received a failing grade when it comes to campus climate, says the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. And less than half of students trust their administration to protect free speech. Fire staff say more and more students think that violence and chaos are acceptable alternatives to just protesting peacefully. They call it an American problem that's making their politics even more unpredictable. Purdue was ranked as the second best college for free speech, while IU is ranked among the worst. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Fever are headed to the playoffs after beating the Minnesota Lynx 83-72 last night. Kelsey Mitchell scored 18 points and talked about her streak of not missing a game over the past 2 seasons.
If I'm able, willingly, 2 feet, 2 legs, 2 arms to play the game, because a lot of people can't, I'm going to play. It may not, fall my way all the time, but you never have to worry about me not being present. I'm never going to not play and compete.
And the playoffs tip off on Sunday. The team will learn who they will play by Friday. Indianapolis Colts rookie tight end Tyler Warren had a solid debut, but offensive coordinator Jim Bob Cooter says there's always room to improve.
Yeah, he caught some balls and made some nice plays and did some good things in the blocking game, but there's always plenty we can coach all our guys on, and we're always excited to remind them of that. I'm sure they're excited to hear from us. No, good start for a young tight end coming into the league and getting the ball in his hands early. And
the Colts host the Denver Broncos Sunday at 4:05. Former IU standout baseball player in Philadelphia Philly Kyle Schwarber smashed his 50th home run last night, and the Chicago Cubs beat the Atlanta Braves 6-1. The Cincinnati Reds doubled up the San Diego Padres 4-2. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, this will help. Crash clear northbound 65 after 71st Street. All lanes are now open, but traffic still slow getting out of that I-65 interchange with 465. So it'll be a minute, but you should be on the way before too long here. Then on the west side, now a crash northbound at 465 at Crawfordsville Road slows us down to West 21st Street. Downtown crash northbound 65-70 at Fletcher. 2 left lanes blocked. Slow into the south split, and eastbound 70 is now jammed up from Belmont into the south split because of that crash delay time at 11 minutes. Northbound 65 slow to the south split from South Keystone Avenue for delay of 4 minutes. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic 116th Street to 465, 10 minutes on the delay. And in Hancock County, eastbound 72 Mount Comfort Road, there's a stall in the exit ramp blocking the left lane of the exit ramp. It is open, just a little bit tricky at the moment. Crash Illinois at Westfield Boulevard. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Well, we had 54 degrees. What do we have right now? I'm so glad you asked. 53. We're going backwards. 53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:35.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Serving in the military requires great sacrifices, not just for one's country, but also for one's family. Not surprisingly, divorce for soldiers is especially difficult, and it raises a number of challenges that are peculiar to military divorce, things such as deployments, relocation, retirement benefits. These issues can be complicated. So if you're a soldier facing such challenges, go to CordellCordell.com.
101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com. Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841 and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
It's JMV and fall is in full swing at Miss Him's Home and Garden. Locally grown mums and pumpkins plus fall annuals and decor. State Road 135 in Bargersville. Miss Him's Home and Garden.com.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where
Today on the marketplace, as I readjust my microphone, let me say for the record that this is a must. When I say this is a must, I'm saying that I'm considering it right now. Because what I need to do is blow $1,500. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you during downtime. I'm getting ready for what next on the show. I'm clearing my head. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. The cool stuff, the odd stuff, the weird stuff, the strange stuff. It is all there on the marketplace. The whole marketplace segment brought to you by indianaunclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. It's waiting for you. That final paycheck, some dividend you didn't even know you were going to get, a refund you didn't know you were owed. Well, they didn't know where to send it, so the Attorney General has it. Text my name, Tony. Text Tony to 46220 to get started, or go to indianaunclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. indianaunclaimed.gov. The live stream is happening at YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. You can see Matt Bear, who is back to wearing his children's medium T-shirts. And producer Carl there as well, looking just like a medium child. Matt Bear.
Oh.
You might not know this about me, but when I fly, I do two things. Do you know what those two things are?
Crop dusting and coach. No?
Oh, one of those things could happen.
That's not the crop dust.
But honestly, what are the odds of me flying coach? I wear a suit because I am a grown man.
Yes.
And I fly first class.
Yeah, you have to wear a suit on the plane, undoubtedly.
You have to wear a suit on a plane. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're discussing right now.
Okay.
We're not discussing how other people are absolute heathens and there's a special place in hell for them. No.
Unbelievable.
We're discussing first class. Right now, Matt Bear, someone in Greenwood is selling American Airlines A319, so an Airbus 319, first class seats.
Oh, wow. Hey.
They are selling 4 seats. They are they're fantastic. It's got like the whole power thing in the front. It's got the trays that fold out. It's got the beautiful fine gray Corinthian leather that everybody loves. There's 4 of them. This is the most fantastic home theater seating I could think of. You literally can put on the seatbelt.
I mean, why sit in uncomfortable seats on a plane when you can do that in your own living room?
See, but this is first class.
Oh,
this is.
I've never done it.
Well,
never done it.
Let me begin to tell you when you sit in first.
Look at me, I'm Tony Katz.
That's what it's like. And by the way, more people should want to be like me, no matter what your freaking impression is.
I can afford a suit. Look at me.
Right?
I have disposable income.
The things you mock. Very odd.
I paid off a car.
That's
I
right.
live in Carmel.
Yeah, I live in Carmel.
Hey, do you want people to buy your coffee or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Disposable income is a good thing.
Proceeds go to the Salvation Army Harbor Lake.
Right. Yes, I will have the link up next week so you guys can buy coffee because we have some, and then we're working on making this a regular thing. We really are. This is so fantastic. It's got the screens in the back and everything. Are you saying, Matt, you wouldn't get these?
No, because these chairs are hot. The reason, I mean, where do you get airplane seats? Yeah, I mean, how do you get a hold of these? You have to steal them from the airplane. And
you think someone just took them off the airplane with them?
Something happened like
this.
I'm thinking like Goodfellas and a Lufthansa heist. Except instead of stealing anywhere from $5 to $7 million, they actually got airplane seats.
Lufthansa heist.
Yeah,
Bravo.
this is a Lufthansa heist, except for Greenwood.
You can buy one of these sets of 2 for $1,000 or both for $1,500. 4 chairs, $1,500.
No, I don't want to spend my money on this. First off, I'm looking at the electrical plugins here. There's nothing contemporary here, like an iPhone jack or anything like that. I mean, I think I see a USB port. And how are you going to get power to the chairs to begin with to be able to plug something into them?
My dad's a TV repairman. He's the ultimate set of tools.
You can't adjust the rabbit ears and all of a sudden get power. That's not how it works.
I'm telling you, these things are awesome.
They are.
You are so off base here. These are they're amazing.
I mean, they're on wheels. Why not? You can push them around the house.
Like these little push cart things, but I don't know if that comes with it.
Better.
All I know is I'm thinking of getting them and bringing them to my events, and people can pay extra to sit in the first class seats, and we will bring you peanuts and stuff.
Okay, that's a pretty good idea, and I don't want.
That's a pretty good idea, right?
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, I would go pick them up for that. No, I can't afford seats. I can't afford chairs. I broke my lamp the other day, and I can't afford that. So let's just.
Did you really break your lamp?
Yeah, the whole thing fell off, and I didn't like the lamp anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? For the first time ever, I am opening up the marketplace. Send me your lamps from the marketplace, and tomorrow we will find a lamp for Matt Bear. On Twitter X, at 93WIBC, and Tony Katz, and Matt in Traffic. Send us your lamps, and we will highlight the lamps that Matt Bear needs for his home. Oh, don't ask him what he wants. What do you want for Matt Bear's home? Send us your lamps. Tomorrow, it is I Love Lamp Day with Matt Bear. We find him a new lamp for his home, and we will later ask how he broke it, and does it involve oatmeal?
I want a black light. If I can get a black light, that'd be fun.
Do not. No black lights.
Okay.
Nobody needs to know that.
No. Maybe a strobe.
Send us your lamps at 93 WIBC, at Tony Katz, at Matt in Traffic, if you would. Matt, by the way, has traffic on the fives. He's good like that. What do you got, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, looking at northbound 65 Pike Township, crash clear. We are now slow from West 71st Street up to 86th Street because of that earlier crash, and this also cost us a little time on northbound 465 on the northwest side. That's stop-and-go traffic, West 34th up to West 56th Street, but we're moving a little bit better in that area. Also a crash on the west side, northbound 465 at Crawfordsville Road, slowing us down back to West 10th Street. Crash downtown, causing us trouble. It's northbound 6570 at Fletcher. 2 left lanes are closed. Traffic slow into the south split. This is stopped. Eastbound 70 from Tibbs into the south split. A 16-minute delay coming into downtown. Included south side northbound 65 stop and go south Keystone Avenue into the south split because of that crash at Fletcher. Inbound 69 slowing down at 116th Street, then stop and go into the 465 ramps and delayed 10 minutes. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% on plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
53 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Hi, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. I've been working out there now for nearly 2 decades, and let me tell you, it works. I'm in my 70s now, and I'm doing things on the farm that I couldn't even do in my 40s. Lifting and carrying, working the way I want to, without worrying if my body can keep up. Now that's real strength. That's real results. What makes Exercise Inc. different? Well, it's the people. The professional staff, many with over 15 years of experience, know exactly how to guide me, support me, and push me to be my very strongest because they know what works. It only takes 20 minutes a week. No wasted time, no crowded gyms, just real results. If you're tired of feeling weaker, if you want more energy and strength for everyday life, give this a try. The consultation is free, and I can promise you it's worth it. Exercise Inc. It's helped me stay strong for nearly 20 years. They can help you too. Go to exerciseinc.com today to sign up. They've got locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, and Greenwood, and in Fishers too. That's exerciseinc.com.
Pat Sullivan here for Gutter Helmet. Are you still putting screens on your gutters? You know, if the holes are too big, debris gets in and you're still cleaning your gutters. If the holes are too small, it sits on top and now you're cleaning the screens. I have Gutter Helmet on my home and it has no holes, slots, or screens. It keeps the debris out and the water in. Since 1981, Gutter Helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection. Right now, Gutter Helmet is offering a 17% discount plus 12 months, no interest financing if paid in full within 12 months. Call 800-5HELMET, that's 800-5HELMET, to schedule a free estimate. 17% off, restrictions apply, and cannot be combined with other offers. Call Gutter Helmet today at 800-5HELMET, that's 800-5HELMET, or gutterhelmetindy.com, and never clean your gutters again.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer Lawrence Duttler, president of Sun Title, who has been an Applied Innovation customer for 20 years.
Well, to be honest, it was when it came to having copiers and scanners, there was really no other choice but to go to Applied. I mean, it was the service level, the people.
Then you discovered Applied Innovation also provided network support and security.
And when we found out, that was an easy decision to make. They've got a great team of folks that understand just overall computers, networks, that kind of thing.
How has Applied Innovation benefited Sun Title for 2 decades?
You've got to be in the foxhole with somebody. Our business is about being tech-enabled. It's about servicing our clients. So their service to me as a client gives me the ability to serve our clients better.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com.
The Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Living Show.
September 19th through 21st at Grand Park.
Shop, compare, and save with over 200 trusted experts.
Tickets are $7 at suburbanindieshows.com.
Phrygia and Phrygia Auctioneers present the Big Boy Toy Auction September 26th at noon and September 27th at 10 a.m. hosted by Auto Dealers Exchange and sponsored by John Jones Auto Group. License number AC312000002.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
For far too long, Americans have been forced to put up with Democrat-run cities that set loose savage, bloodthirsty criminals to prey on innocent people, really very, very innocent people. In every place, they control radical left judges, politicians, and activists, and they've adopted a policy of catch and release for thugs and killers. In Charlotte, North Carolina, we saw the results of these policies when a 23-year-old woman who came here from Ukraine met her bloody end on a public train.
Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. President Trump with the Oval Office address regarding Irina Zarutska, but really having a conversation about what it is we're willing to accept and not accept in the U.S. Why do we accept these things? When Daniel Penny in New York stopped a man from menacing people on the train, that man died, and that is a horrible story. But what the press did was forget to mention that this man was menacing people on a train, threatening people on a train. Who knows who would have been attacked? Yes, he was mentally ill, but what does that have to do with anything? The argument of he's mentally ill means that a potential victim or a victim should just take it because, it's not right. That is not mathematically correct. That is not rational. The left has decided that the issue is mental illness and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you are going to do something about it, well, you've already cut these programs, as if somehow we can't figure out a way. I had people in the chat room. There, we live stream, right, at 93 WIBC or WIBC, youtube.com/WIBC. Well, you've already cut this, you already cut that. You don't want to raise taxes. How are you going to pay for it? What if, as a society, we said this we're willing to pay for? We're not going to pay for those 12 other programs that are nonsense. We're not going to give money to USAID and all that garbage. But we'll pay for this because this matters. And we could do this well, and we can protect people's rights and protect safety. We can do this because we're capable. Every argument made against it is that we are incapable. I reject that premise. The argument is, what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with people who are criminals, people who are violent on the streets committing these crimes.
And here's a picture of it. This is the picture of it. And this is a picture of the woman, a beautiful young girl that never had problems in life, with a magnificent future in this country. And now she's dead. She was slaughtered by a deranged monster who was roaming free after 14 prior arrests. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country.
Fact. We can do this. I'm not interested in naysayers. I'm not interested in the people saying, but what? Here we are, recognizing finally the issue. Why don't we lead right here in Indiana? Why don't we do something about this? I'm ready to have that conversation. I'm ready to present the ideas. We can't come together on keeping people safe on public transportation? Well, then shut down Indigo. Otherwise, let's talk. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5. What's up, Matthew?
Inbound 69 stall on the exit ramp 282nd Street. The ramp is open, partially blocked, and traffic is slow. 2 State Road 37. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841, and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Guys, Hammer and Nigel here. This fall sports season, it's game on at Synergen X and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? They've got the winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book a free consultation and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events.
Get fit like an MVP at Synergen X and Low T Center. Book that free TRT consultation and you will automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia, tickets to your favorite local sporting events. Winners are selected every week. Female patients, you're eligible too. Book right now at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com. Book a free TRT consultation and be an MVP where your health is concerned, and you might be a winner. trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, you'll find a team of experts on your side, all working closely to give you the guidance and support you need.
Everyone knew what every other doctor was doing. I didn't have to go to 3 different meetings. I didn't have to talk to them individually. You knew right there in the room. They came up with a plan together.
Learn more about Community MD Anderson at ecommunity.com/cancer.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swingco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swingco 317-407-1868 or swingcollc.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
It's JMV, and fall is in the air at Sundown Gardens in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden in Bargersville. Locally grown mums and pumpkins are everywhere, along with fall annuals and a wide selection of fall decor. Stop in this week to get your home beautified and in season for the cool days and crisp fall nights. Locally grown mums and pumpkins, plus fall annuals and decor, all at Sundown Gardens. Up north at 186th and Spring Mill Road in Westfield and Miss M's Home and Garden, State Road 135 just south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why 6 people are waking up in Indianapolis hospitals today, what your lieutenant governor is saying about his political future, what federal agents are saying about a search for a former Hoosier politician, and what the Colts had to say ahead of their Week 2 matchup with the Broncos after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
Did Russia attack Ukraine's next-door neighbor? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Europe stands in full solidarity with Poland.
That's European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen calling what happened reckless and unprecedented.
Overnight, Russia launched another massive attack against Ukraine, but this time sent 19 drones into Poland. The incident triggered a NATO response with fighter jets scrambling from Western Europe to assist. Polish officials say at least 4 of the drones were shot down as the country briefly closed its airspace and diverted flights from major airports.
Fox's Trey Youngston, Kyiv, Ukraine. Russia's not commenting, but its ally Belarus says the drones were jammed and then flew off course. Declaring D.C. crime-free after his federal takeover of Washington police that ends today. President Trump went out to dinner. Fox's Alexandra Hoffs at the White House.
The message last night, it's so safe, a president can do it. And the president made clear that he is interested in dining out in another city soon.
We're going to be announcing another city that we're going to very shortly. We're working it out. The governor of a certain state would love us to be there.
And though the president's D.C. police takeover order is expiring, National Guard troops will remain on patrol through November. In Virginia, a Democrat won a special election, winning a vacant House seat.
The reckless Trump agenda must come to an end.
James Walkinshaw beat Republican Stuart Whitson and will replace late Congressman Jerry Connolly, who died in May. A Federal Reserve governor President Trump fired last month can still do her job and attend a key Fed meeting next week after a federal judge last night blocked Lisa Cook's dismissal over allegations of mortgage fraud she denies.
Federal law gives presidents the power to fire Fed governors for cause. U.S. District Court Judge Gia Cobb in D.C. says unsubstantiated claims of misconduct prior to her tenure are not enough. The president's been urging the Fed to lower interest rates and would appoint Cook's replacement. She was appointed by President Biden.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why 6 people, including a child, were taken to a hospital. Nothing on radar in downtown Indianapolis, where it's 58 degrees. We're going up to 83 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. It was a car crash that sent 6 people to the hospital last night. Indianapolis police say they got a call about 10:30 about a single car crash on the city's southeast side along Southeastern Avenue. Officers say the driver of a Kia Optima lost control and crashed. The car was carrying 5 people. 1 child, 4 people were taken to the hospital in critical condition. IMPD says it was probably speed that led to the wreck. Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith
says that he is thinking about his political future. In a conversation with WIBC's Hammer and Nigel, he says he welcomes tough conversations even when critics push back.
I got so frustrated over the last 5-6 years. Nobody was willing to have the hard conversations in the public arena. And I'm done with this. I want hard conversations. I want somebody to get in there and shake things up. And that's what I feel like I'm doing.
And Beckwith also addressed a social media post about his recent meeting with Haitian pastors in Indiana. The post drew backlash from some of his supporters and was later taken down by somebody in his camp. He says he wasn't trying to hide anything. A video showing a fatal stabbing of a Ukrainian refugee on a Charlotte light rail has prompted reaction from Hoosiers. Some residents are reflecting on the incident and considering how they might respond if they witnessed a public attack.
Again, instinctively, if you see someone in trouble, you go right after them. But again, there is danger if you do see a weapon. You probably think twice.
In that attack, DeCarlos Brown, who's 34 years old, has a felony rap sheet as long as your arm, attacked a Ukrainian refugee who came here 2 years ago. She had just gotten off of work, and Brown now facing federal charges for that murder. Police captured a former Madison County councilman wanted for multiple child sex crimes after he'd been on the run for a couple of years.
Stephen Sumner was a Madison County councilman from 2018 to 2021 and a pastor at Lighthouse Baptist Church in Anderson. He was a fugitive after failing to appear for a court hearing in 2023. He had been wanted on several charges, including rape and child seduction, among other things. Madison County deputies spotted Sumner in Kentucky after they tracked his vehicle. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You may have seen the Indianapolis Colts game and thought, wow, their offense really performed well, but it was their defense that was equally as great, says defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo.
We came out of the gate hot and did a good job taking the ball away quickly, and I was excited for the players. They put in a ton of work, to lead up to that, and that's just 1 week, so we got a long way to go, but I'm happy with where we're at.
And it is the Denver Broncos in week 2 at Lucas Oil Stadium. Game kicks off at 4:05 on Sunday, and of course, Colts coverage across the way at 107.5 The Fan and Hank FM. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Stalled vehicles, right? Stalls all over the city right now. Eastbound 465 on the north side after Michigan Road. That is a breakdown blocking the left lane, causing slow traffic back to 865. Inbound 69 stall on the exit 282nd Street. Stop and go traffic back to 116th Street for a delay of 10 minutes. Hancock County eastbound 70 stall on the exit to Mount Comfort Road. That ramp is open. It is partially blocked. West side, this is eastbound 74 at Crawfordsville Road. That's a crash, not causing any delay here at the moment. The crash cleared downtown, northbound 6570 at Fletcher Avenue. Northbound 65 still stop and go coming up from the south side. This is Keystone Avenue to the south split, a 15-minute delay. Eastbound 70 stop and go traffic Holt Road into Harding Street because of an earlier crash. The crash is cleared. Traffic sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. Well, we're starting off with some cloud cover and much better temperatures than what we've seen the last couple of mornings. We are going to look for sunshine later today. We'll get up to 83 degrees. Mostly clear skies tonight. Lows will fall down to about 58. Now, on Thursday, we'll look for maybe a degree or two warmer in the afternoon. Low and middle 80s with sunny skies again. A few degrees warmer on Friday, about 86 under mostly sunny skies. And we'll continue with dry conditions all the way through the weekend. Mostly sunny, warmer Saturday, 87, and into the lower 90s on Sunday. The best rain chance that we have is very early Sunday morning, and I think that's going to be rather hit or miss. So very dry conditions expected all the way through the weekend.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. Tara, thank you. 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
This hour is powered by Sundown Gardens, Hamilton County's fall nursery headquarters.
ranking among the nation's worst for free speech. That is not what you want at all, or in any way. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? Good to be with you. This coming from the group FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. They put IU at number 255. They reviewed 257 schools. That is brutal. Now, you got to look at how they did it, right? They got a score of 43.87 out of 100. They say these are places that have restrictive speech policies and some of last year's most shocking anti-free speech moments. Now, this could also involve IU and certain decisions made regarding these pro-Hamas protesters. A third of IU students said they self-censor in conversation with peers, professors, and in classroom discussions. A majority, according to the reporting, the story at the IBJ via Casey Smith of the Indiana Capital Chronicle. A majority additionally reporting feeling, quote, uncomfortable expressing their views on a controversial political topic, either in a class or in a public campus space like a quad, dining hall, or a lounge. One IU student is quoted as saying, "Our administration at IU has publicly and repeatedly silenced students that speak out on controversial topics. I am afraid that I would get retaliation from the administration in terms of a lawsuit, a ban from campus, and expulsion from the university." I would like to know which subjects. Now, as they look at this, University of Notre Dame was number 238, a score of 50.42. And Purdue placed second, a score of 76.24 and a speech climate grade of a C. DePaul finished 18th and a grade of a C minus. Now, I'm curious as to what a C grade gets you, but neither here nor there. Let's go back to this IU conversation of whether or not students feel they can say anything. What is it that you can't say? What is it that you're being told you can't say? And how do we help? I mean, if we have to come down to IU and have a conversation about all the IU taboo subjects, I'm in. I'll do it. We'll figure it out. If there is a club at IU that is, legit and not communist related, and wants to invite me in to have a conversation about every IU taboo subject, cool. Why don't we do that? If the argument is I'm afraid to express myself because people will decide I'm not on the right side of things and I'll be vilified for it by the university, that's a problem. If we're saying this university doesn't allow us to support terrorists, well, good. See, there's a difference there. Now, I am not arguing that you can't support awful, horrible things and be allowed to say so. I am arguing that the university campus has rules and regulations. We should ask what they are. What is it that they allow and don't allow? To engage in speech that's unpopular is different than to engage in speech that is violent or hateful or supportive of, terrorists or communists, etc. These are different things. So I'd love an answer, and then how about an invite? And we'll come down. Tony Talks Taboo. Honestly, it'll be like Red Shoe Diaries, but not like Red Shoe Diaries. But it is taboo. I'm in. Guys, get the van together. Get the cigars ready. We're taking a road trip. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
When it comes to retirement, it's not just what you've saved, it's what you keep that matters. Howard Bailey Financial invites you to join our free educational event featuring nationally recognized IRA expert and CPA Ed Slott, where he will focus on strategies to help reduce unnecessary taxes, avoid common mistakes, and plan smarter for the years ahead. This event is ideal for anyone in or nearing retirement who wants to make the most of what they've saved. Reserve your spot at the Forum in Fishers on Thursday, September 11th by calling or texting ED to 888-262-1104. Space is limited, so reserve your spot today by calling or texting ED to 888-262-1104. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Brett.
We did Galaxy for the sidewalks and also the porch. The porch had a few pits. Galaxy said that was no problem.
Home or business, Galaxy Concrete Coatings got you covered.
Obviously with the front sidewalk and step, but we didn't worry about any kind of slipping. You know, you're concerned about that after rain. And then when it did dry, it didn't spot, it didn't stain. It was just like it had been done yesterday.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
One thing that my wife commented on was how easy the Galaxy coating swept versus just the bare concrete.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com now. That's Galaxy Concrete Coatings. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We're out of this world.
We moved here recently. I didn't even think twice about calling anyone else but Galaxy to come do this house.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew, what are you doing?
North side, eastbound 465 after Michigan Road. It's a stall blocking the left lane. We're jammed up into 865 and then delayed back to 86th Street on northbound 465. Crash eastbound. This is the west side. Eastbound 74 465 on the left shoulder. Inbound 69. That's a stall on the exit 282nd. The ramp is open, but we are backed up to 116th Street for a 9-minute delay. Hancock County. Stall on the exit from eastbound 70 to Mount Comfort Road. That ramp is also open. Northbound 65 south side, stop traffic before Keystone Avenue into the south split. A 13-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have 54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Second question for anyone, as we were all driving and walking in here, Israel struck Qatar to take out Hamas leadership. I'm curious if any of you think that whoever survives there should be evicted from Qatar.
I don't know anything about that development. That's news to me. I've been a little busy the last couple hours. But
we'll have to see how that plays out. I mean, look, I was in Israel myself a few weeks ago in early August. It's a very dangerous time there, and they have enemies encamped around them, and they're trying to bring that to a peace as well.
That's the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. I'm telling you, I heard the story about the Israeli airstrikes on Qatar going after Hamas leadership, which has been held up in Qatar for years, living on billions of dollars in this incredible life, and Israel took out a great amount of Hamas leadership. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning, good to be with you. But I will tell you that the statement that Caroline Leavitt gave yesterday during the press briefing, and we played it live on the show, from President Trump about Israel didn't hit right. There was something off about it. And her entire argument that there was no warning given, that it was the U.S. military that let the White House know that this attack was happening. And then it was, no, wait, the U.S. military told us that the attack was about to happen. Something didn't hit right about that. And I wasn't the only one who caught that. It was very clear that Caroline Leavitt, who has been exceptional at so many of these press briefings, she was getting pushback maybe for only the second time. It was directed pushback because her statement didn't make sense. Israel hit Qatar and didn't notify the U.S. We have reporting that absolutely the U.S. was notified. It was the U.S. military that told the White House only after the attack or during the attack? No. It was the U.S. military that was told about it and then told the White House. Somewhere there's a story not being fully told here. I would find it near impossible for Israel not to let the United States know. I would find it very possible that Israel would let the United States know just as they were doing it. But there was also a story that Israel warned Qatar that it was coming. Where is the truth? I don't have the answer. What I know is that it is so obvious that Israel has absolutely no plans of letting Hamas just go. They want their people back. They want the hostages back. They're not getting them back. They're going to destroy this leadership. Meanwhile, you do have a hostage that was released. This was a hostage who was being held by Hezbollah, a Princeton student, Elizabeth Surkoff, sister and American citizen, as said by Trump on Truth Social, released by a militant Hezbollah group safely in the American embassy in Iraq after being tortured for many months. I thought she had been in the clutches, if you will, of Hezbollah for a few years now. That's what I thought it was. But there are hostages being held all over the place. And I believe she's now heading back to Israel. I'm not sure how that situation is going to work. I'm certainly glad to hear somebody isn't being held hostage. But this was strange. This statement about the hit on Hamas in Qatar, because Qatar, however you want to pronounce it, is saying this was cowardly and how dare they? This is our sovereign territory. But they know that they're harboring Hamas. And then other nations got in, like the UAE, like this is terrible and awful, but it's not going to stop the trade from taking place as these countries have started working together since the Abraham Accords. So there's a lot of face saving here, and there's a recognition that Israel's completely resetting the deck, reshuffling the deck. They're not doing the same old, same old. They are not going to allow themselves to be shut down. And what we're seeing, I think, from these other nations is we're going to publicly say X, and we're going to privately say we're going to make money, right? Because that is clearly where we're at. But I would find it strange and I would argue problematic if an attack like this came and the United States was not told. I would think that is very strange. And I would think that Israel has got a problem if they blindsided Trump, who's trying to work out deals on hostage release and ceasefires. Not because you trust that a Trump deal is going to work, because there's no trusting of Hamas, but rather, why would you spit in the man's face? That's nutty. That is a crazed thing to do. So the idea that he wasn't told, yeah, I'm not there. I am there on all the lies told by the Biden administration. And one of the lies told by the Biden administration was everything's going great, the economy is going great, and there were economists right here in Indiana who were like, this economy is the best economy ever. No, it's not. I've got people telling me today this economy is the best economy ever. No, it's not. I swear to you, it's not that we're the only place for honesty. It's just that we're the place that is always honest. The economy wasn't great under Joe Biden. That was a lie, economists at top-notch news organizations. And the economy is not great now. The United States added 911,000 fewer jobs in the year that ended in March. So from March 2024 to March 2025, so clearly Biden years, remember Donald Trump only took office on January 20th, nearly 1 million fewer jobs than were reported, which means every single jobs report was a total fraud. We already know they got revised down, and now we see the data, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I was told when Trump was firing people from BLS, why in the world would you do that? BLS is the most trusted organization in the world. Are they still? Things are not good. I don't know why this is hard for people. We have opportunity galore, and we are not taking advantage of it. We need to do better at this. Our tariff policy is not great, and we're not getting the deals that we want. A policy of being abused by other nations is a terrible, terrible policy. The inflation is Biden's inflation and is still with us with all the outrageous spending and no willingness to cut a single thing. We're still in a bad spot. We can see our way out of this. We can get there. But I don't think we're making all the right moves that we need to in order to do it. So we know that the Biden administration lied, as they lied about everything. These are the same people who told us that Joe Biden is actually running the country. And these are the same people who told us, oh, he's absolutely fine. All those videos are cheap fakes. Of course he's running for re-election. Nobody's better than him. He's running circles around us. My gosh, we can't keep up with him. Jen Psaki lied about everything. And they gave her a television show where she makes more money than I do. That is some nonsense right there. I'm not actually looking for a television show, but as I said, I would do it. But I am looking forward to the next live show. Yes, I think a Christmas party is necessary. But clear your schedules in January. It was going to be in November. I moved it. Clear your schedules. And you might want to find something fancy to wear. And you're going to need a tie. A red tie. I'll explain in the coming days. Matt Bear has got traffic on the fives. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, Tony, the stall is just it's causing a bad delay here. It's eastbound 465 after Michigan Road. And right now, the left lane is blocked. Traffic is jammed up all the way on to northbound 65 back to 86th Street. To make it from 86th Street up and around to Michigan Road, we have a delay of 31 minutes. Inbound 69 stall on the exit to 82nd Street. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Traffic stop and go back to 116th Street for a 6-minute delay. South side, 9-minute delay on northbound 65 from Keystone into the south split. Hancock County, eastbound 70 to Mount Comfort Road has a stall on the exit ramp. The ramp's partially blocked, but it is open. Traffic sponsored by B Window right now. Employee owned. B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
This is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Sonia Sotomayor says constitutional freedoms are being lost.
Join us Wednesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Hey, do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement?
You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. Here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in that first year. So by year's end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers. Come see the full line of breathtaking Lincoln vehicles at Indiana's premier Lincoln dealership. From the moment you arrive at Tom Roush Lincoln, you'll know you've arrived. Shop over 200 new Lincolns in our state-of-the-art family-owned and operated dealership with no pressure. Just the award-winning service and respect you deserve, plus complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
The IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is back at the racing capital of the world. This sports car racing event, September 19th through 21st, is different than anything you've seen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sunday the 21st, it's the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks. And now the race runs 6 hours. The paddock is open for fans all weekend long. Infield camping opportunities make this a can't-miss weekend. Kids 15 and under are free with a paid adult. Get your tickets at IMS.com.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZzzQuil Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Fall in Indy, and if you hate painting year after year, do what your neighbor Edwina did. She called Rhino Shield.
So over the years, I've had to touch up the house. I just got to the point where I couldn't spend any more money on the outside of the house. And when I saw Rhino Shield, I thought that was the answer to my problem.
And Rhino Shield's not paint. It's better.
I'd had painters here before, and it was usually quite a disaster with them leaving their equipment here and picking up things in the yard. But Rhino Shield was right on it.
Get the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
The gentleman said, if you're interested, give me a call. And I said, honestly, can you come tomorrow?
Here's owner Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Rhino.
Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
With Democrat-run city, ICE is busy conducting raids in. Nothing on radar, 58 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 83. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:31. ICE operations are underway this morning in Chicago, and protests are continuing as well.
Protesters taking to the streets here in Chicago, calling immigration and customs enforcement arrests an attack on immigrants.
In the very place where they are trying to follow the law. Seems to me like the world is upside down.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, ICE action that border czar Tom Homan says is targeting the worst of the worst.
The president said weeks ago, I said weeks ago, that with sanctuary cities, how we're going to address it, we're going to flood the zone.
With ICE arrests so far in and around the city that include accused Trende Aragua gang members and convicted sex offenders in the country illegally.
That's Fox's Jeff Manasso in downtown Chicago this morning. NATO Secretary Mark Rutte speaking to reporters in Brussels this morning about Russian drones making an incursion in Poland's airspace.
Last night, numerous drones from Russia violated Polish airspace. Our air defenses were activated and successfully ensured the defense of NATO territory.
And he says allies are resolved to defend all NATO territories from attacks. President Trump's firing of a Federal Reserve Board member is temporarily blocked by a federal judge.
The ruling means Lisa Cook can continue serving as a Federal Reserve Board governor and participate in next week's meeting as she fights her dismissal in federal court. President Trump last month said he was firing Cook over allegations of mortgage fraud, allegations she denies. The Justice Department's investigating. Federal law gives presidents the power to fire Fed governors for cause. U.S. District Court Judge Gia Cobb in D.C. says unsubstantiated claims of misconduct prior to her tenure are not enough. The president's been urging the Fed to lower interest rates and would appoint Cook's replacement. She was appointed by President Biden. The Fed is expected to lower interest rates at its next meeting.
That's Fox's Chris Foster reporting. Breaking Bad actor Raymond Cruz has been arrested for spraying women with water. The incident happened on Monday outside of his home in L.A. Cruz, who played Tuco Salamanca on the hit series, says the women were harassing him while he was washing his car, so he sprayed them. He's due in court later this month. Police are questioning a student over threats made at a school. Jarrett Lewis has that story.
The McCordsville Police Department says they were called to Geist Montessori Academy Tuesday afternoon for a report that a student had made threats. It's unclear the nature of the alleged threats. Officers detained the student and said the situation is still under investigation. McCordsville Police added that there is not an active threat to the safety of the students or staff at the school, but they will increase their presence there out of an abundance of caution. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Fever closed out the regular season last night at home against the Minnesota Lynx.
Bounce pass, Kelsey, left wing three. Oh, yeah! Sniper, 66-53.
That's John Nolan on the Indiana Fever Radio Network calling a Kelsey Mitchell three-pointer. She hit 18 points in the Fever's 83-72 win. It's on to the playoffs now, which starts Sunday. Head coach Stephanie White.
I think it gives us a lot of confidence, knowing that we can meet the moment at times. When we get a chance to sort of reflect back, it's how do we meet the moment in every game, as opposed to the ones where your back's against the wall. But every game is a back against the wall game now.
And the team will learn who they will play by Friday. The Indianapolis Colts host the Denver Broncos Sunday at 4:05. Looking for a 2-0 start after beating the Miami Dolphins in Week 1. And former IU standout in Philadelphia Phillies slugger Kyle Schwarber smashed his 50th home run last night, becoming the first National League player to do so. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the fives. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan, north side, eastbound 465 after Michigan Road. It is a stall blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic through 865 onto northbound 465 back to 79th Street. Delay time rings in at 34 minutes. Northbound 65 south side, stop and go Keystone Avenue into the south split for a 10-minute delay. East side, northbound 465 slow 74 to Brookville Road, and again Washington Street up to Penn Pike. Hancock County, that's a stall on the exit from eastbound 72 Mount Comfort Road. The ramp is open. Southbound 69 stall. On the exit to 82nd Street, the right lane is blocked slow back to 106th Street. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
54 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Okay. There is a tremendous amount going on right now. First things first. The Dow futures are down 82. NASDAQ futures are up 64. Oil prices where they have been, $63.39 on the West Texas crude coming out of the ground. The Brent crude up just a touch, $67.09 a barrel. The 10-year Treasury, 4.07. So up a little bit from the low as we were discussing yesterday, but still 4.0s. Does it have the ability to move under 4%? while this is happening, you have got wholesale prices down 0.1%. Manufacturing is slowing down 6 months in a row, and wholesale prices are down. So this lends us to, well, now the Fed's going to be back on the conversation about doing interest rate cuts, which I was convinced they were, then I was convinced they weren't, then I was convinced they were, and then I decided just to drink bourbon. And I have absolutely no idea what these people are going to do at all. At all. The futures market making it sound like they are going to approve their first rate cut since December of 2024. We'll see what it is that they do. Interesting number. And then you've got J.B. Pritzker stating that the raids have started in Chicago.
Unidentifiable agents in unmarked vehicles with masks are planning to raid Latino communities and say they're targeting violent criminals. As we saw in Los Angeles, a very, very small percentage of the individuals they will target will be violent criminals. Instead, you're likely to see videos of them hauling away mothers and fathers, traveling to work or picking up their kids from school. Sometimes they will detain, handcuff, and haul away children. They are law-abiding individuals who pay taxes and contribute to the communities who feel safe going to work and attending mandatory immigration check-ins. In other words, they're following the law.
That is J.B. Pritzker announcing to all of Illinois, illegal immigrants fined by us. The law, not fine. They're following the law. They broke the law. And if you want to be on this side of things, Governor Pritzker, you're more than welcome to. You're going to lose elections. You're going to keep losing elections. And we should be far more aggressive speaking to the rest of the state of Illinois, saying move to Indiana. Just don't bring any of the politics with you. People have come at me. I can't believe you think that people who move to another state shouldn't be allowed to vote in local elections for 3 years. That's my argument. You have to learn where you're at. Don't bring your old politics with you. You move from California, you move from New York, you move from Illinois, and you bring those politics with you. Those politics are the reason you moved. So, no voting in a local election for 3 years. Learn where you're at and why it works this way. Consider it like an apprenticeship. Of course, I'm not going to get my way on this, but can't argue that I'm wrong with my philosophy. Wrong with their philosophy is J.B. Pritzker. Absolutely wrong. And then I had somebody in the chat. If you go to the YouTubes, you go to youtube.com/WIBC. We've got a chat room in there, and had somebody who I can't find them right now. I don't know where they are. Roshua, say, that somebody was stabbed at a bus station in Indy. Like someone was stabbed at a bus station in Indy? This goes back to May. A woman went to a bus terminal after being stabbed in downtown Indianapolis. IMPD dispatched at 6:30 in the morning a stabbing on the 200 block of East Washington Street. That's the Julia Carson Transit Center. A woman suffering from stab wounds. The woman was uncooperative with responding officers. Why? I do not know. The determination via the investigation was that this woman was stabbed at a different location and made her way to the bus terminal to seek help. This was brought up in part of a conversation regarding what happened in Charlotte. Now, there are some definite differences here that should be noted. We don't know why this woman was stabbed. We don't know where she was stabbed, at least from this initial reporting going back to May. And she came to the bus station as opposed to being stabbed on a bus, right? This is a different story. Now, if you want to talk about it's just indicative of violent things happening in the city, well, okay. But this is not the same story as what took place in Charlotte, because what took place in Charlotte is a man known to be a criminal, known to be violent, known to be a repeat offender. being let out on the streets, signing this letter promising to come back from a magistrate judge who isn't even a judge. Like, I don't believe she's even a lawyer from the reporting. She should be thrown in jail for being this ignorant. And he, because he should not have been allowed on the street, stabbed a woman to death who was just sitting on the light rail. And then no one came to her aid, and she slumped over in her chair to the floor and died. The whole video's out there. It's obscene. So these are different stories. But in any case, we aren't doing enough about safety and security. We aren't doing enough about prosecuting criminals. And we need to reopen the asylums. And the people who want to disagree, I dare them to bring the argument. I'm all ears. 317-239-9393. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Zillow ranks Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen. They're holding strong. It's a great time to sell. You want to hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're saying, hey, the market's good, but what if I can't sell my house for the price that it's worth? Mark Dietel is the real estate expert, trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. You've got Sarah in Fountain Square, who said, after investing in a property in Fountain Square, I ran into some financial trouble and needed to sell the place fast for maximum dollars. I hired the Mark Dietel team, and they were able to sell my property within weeks for over list price. Talk to the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Call him today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That is DIETEL. markdietel.com. Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, the stall is causing us problems on the north side. It's eastbound 465 after Michigan Road 421, and the left lane is closed. Now, it has us backed up onto northbound 465 back to 79th Street, and if you make that curve, you're not going to want to hear about the 36-minute delay that we're on right now for the short stretch of interstate. That's where we're at. Please be patient. On the east side, northbound 465 slows after Brookville Road up to Penn Pike. Northbound 65, south side, 8-minute delay, Keystone Avenue into the south split. And a crash north side. This is 82nd Street at Dean Road. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 58 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Forget digging through clutter to find what matters. The WIBC Daily Newsletter puts the biggest local stories and exclusive show moments in your inbox and lets you skip the scroll. Sign up by clicking Connect at WIBC.com.
Hey, it's Rob. And fall can be the perfect season to tackle those home improvement projects before the weather turns cold. And if your windows are old, drafty, or just plain inefficient, now is the time to finally do something about it, because Universal Windows Direct has an incredible September offer. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. So whether you need 4 or 14, you only pay for half. And to make it even easier, you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So no interest, no pressure. And here's a bonus you'll love. $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule now. So let's review. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. 0% financing for 3 years, and $500 off your entire home improvement project. Some restrictions may apply, so to get all the information and schedule your free in-home estimate today, call 317-659-7574, 317-659-7574. Or check them out on the web, universalwindowsdirect.com, universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841 and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Are you serious? So the problem with this is not the opening credits. This would be the closing credits. And someone could be confusing this with Mama's Family, but this is all in the family. What are you doing?
Think about it, Tony.
Those were the days.
That's true.
So first things first, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl picks a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. Now, when I tell you that, oh, you did not do This Is Archie's Place. Well, that is just the lowest. That is the lowest form of bullcrap.
It's a
sophistry. Honestly, I'm going to start telling jokes about your mother-in-law. That's how bad this is. I've met producer Carl's mother-in-law. She's a joy and a treat. That is cheating.
No, it's not. It's a
cheating.
spin-off.
Cheating. It's the same theme.
You got tricked, though.
Basically, they ran it through a filter and added a couple of horns. That's a bunch of hooey. That is a bunch of hooey. Good gosh. Just absolutely awful. But we play every day. Sponsorship now available. I have not been on a great run as of late. But that one was human garbage. Absolute garbage, producer Carl. And you will suffer the wrath of the people for that one. On Tony Katz today at noon. Good man Mike Coolidge in for me today as I will be attending the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast. The Operation Midway Blitz. That is the operation that is taking place regarding illegal immigrants in Chicago. That is going on, according to sources, as we speak. We'll be keeping our eyes on that and see what comes of it. The Supreme Court is going to hear Trump's appeal on tariffs. If it turns out the court says you can't use these laws to engage tariffs like you have, the United States is going to have to refund nearly $1 trillion. That, according to Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary. Well, that is something. And then be sure to check out Hammer and Nigel's conversation with the Lieutenant Governor, Micah Beckwith, because I don't think it does the Lieutenant Governor any favors, any at all. When you post about Haitian refugees, well, we need to be kind and good to Haitian refugees. Are we not kind and good already? And then you have people saying, wait, are you saying we should allow illegal immigrants into the United States? Because that's not what we want. You were opposed to it in Logansport. Now you're sitting with pastors and discussing maybe how Indiana should be more welcoming. And then you delete the post. He deleted the post. I mean, that's what is that? What leadership is that? If you believe something, you say it. You put it out there. And so the Lieutenant Governor says that his post was taken out of context. Then he says it was poorly worded. And then he starts having a conversation about how the Constitution doesn't say there's a separation of church and state, which I'm not arguing, but that's not the conversation on any subject. He made it personal, which he does. He's done that with me a few times now, as opposed to just engaging in the conversation. It's constantly personal. So you got to go listen to it. You got to go hear it for yourself, WIBC.com. That's where the interview is. I have not changed in my point of view. By the way, I'm hearing from people in the medical field, the influx of Haitian immigrants, possibly illegal, and others, massive drain on resources, like in emergency rooms. Shouldn't we discuss these things? I think we can be good people, but don't we have to take care of American citizens first? Is that so wrong? I will have more on this subject. Catch the show at noon. Kendall and Casey are up next. Matt Bear has traffic.
Eastbound 465 north.